ground. It's the Falcons and the Buccaneers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 131 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
It'll be a gain of 5, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one goes for 8 yards. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
A try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Harrington. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. The Buccaneers did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. But you look at this defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. On play action, here's Ritter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as some 8-play drive after the field goal.
As a friend of mine used to say, they've been moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want to challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off-play action. Harrington. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands. They
do get 8 out of the pitch and catch, however, it's 4th down.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Ritter. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Here we go. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Ritter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house. TD. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. This pass is caught by London, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Ritter back to throw. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Going deep here for Watkins. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Quez Watkins, 76 yards. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ritter will set up to throw it. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Ritter on 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That's looking behind him. That also a career-long kick for the veteran Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Kellen Mond has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we go from one Ohio team to the other as we check in with the Bengals at home in Cincinnati. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Bray up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off the play fake, Harrington. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Going play action. Ritter. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Oh, good move. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ritter off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And he's taken down inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ritter now on 2nd down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
3rd and short, Ritter. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Ready?
Ritter to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will dive into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And they're able to grind it in there on the 2-point try. And we were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season. What has changed? What hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harrington looking left side, and it's complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step toward.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to Robinson now on 1st down to about the 40-yard line.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw, Ritter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Ritter working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37.
Ready up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Check white. Opposite. Green.
On 1st down, Ritter checks this one down to Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Ritter now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. 1st down. Here's Ritter. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down throw coming for Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. Harrington. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Hey, go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 23 yards on the play. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Robinson. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Daxton Hill puts it off. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now Ritter to throw on first down. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Ritter back to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready?
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early.